Welcome to the Mk14 EBR in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The latest update brought us a lot of good things, mainly the first person only servers, but also a new sniper rifle, the Mk14 EBR. It's an American designated marksman rifle and EBR stands for Enhanced Battle Rifle. In Battlegrounds, they call it a selective fire, designated marksman rifle, originally built for use with the units of the United States Special Operations Command such as the Navy SEALs and Delta Force. Unfortunately, they decided to put this weapon in airdrops. In other words, it's hard to get. Not only do you have to deal with half the server that shows up for one single airdrop, but the chances of actually finding one in there are very small to say the least. Out of the 40 plus airdrops that I managed to open, I only found it twice, so the odds aren't in your favor. Most of the time I ended up with an M249 or a Groza. Great guns, but this wasn't what I was looking for. It all depends on luck of course, because you never know what you will find in those airdrops. That is why it's so important to know the stats, so that you can take advantage of the Mk14 EBR to win your next chicken dinner. The Mk14 EBR uses the 7.62mm cartridge, so you better collect a decent amount before you start looking for this weapon. It has two firing modes, single fire and fully automatic. It has a bipod as well, but this only works when you go prone. The initial damage is only 60, which is relatively low for a weapon that belongs to the sniper rifles and Battlegrounds. To give you an idea, the Kar 98K has a damage rating of 72 and the SKS has a rating of 55. The initial bullet speed is great, 853 meters per second. Only the AWM does better with 910 meters per second. The time between shots is very impressive, only 0.09 seconds, and that is exactly the same as the SKS, which means that they can both fire 667 rounds per minute. It only takes 1.06 seconds to empty your magazine because you can fire 9.4 bullets per second. This means that you can deal 566 damage per second, but for this you will have to hit your enemy with every single bullet. The magazine size is good as well, and you will be able to fire 10 bullets before you have to reload. This takes 2.783 seconds for a tactical reload, which is the longest tactical reload time among all sniper rifles. And it takes 3.683 seconds for a full reload. As you know, you can improve the magazine by attaching an extended magazine. This will allow you to fire 20 bullets instead of 10. It speaks for itself that you can also attach a quick draw and an extended quick draw magazine for sniper rifles. You can also use the standard muzzle attachments like the suppressor, the flash hider and the compensator. On top of that, you can also attach a cheek pad for sniper rifles and all the scopes and sights that you can find. Let's see how it performs. 2 body shots is all you need to kill your opponent. By the time that you manage to find this weapon, your enemy will also have found some body armor. In that case, you will need a third bullet to kill him by shooting at his level 1 vest. The same is valid if he's wearing a level 2 vest, and you will need a fourth shot if you manage to find the best vest in Battlegrounds. If you aim at the poor guy's head, then you will be able to kill him faster. One headshot is all it takes to kill, even if he's wearing a level 1 helmet. A level 2 helmet or better needs 2 headshots. I showed you the bullet pattern in the video about the latest patch. This is by far the best way to show the bullet pattern, and as you can see, the bullet pattern will go up, then it makes a curve to the right, and then it goes to the top left. The curve to the right is less pronounced in rapid single fire, but the pull to the top left is definitely still there. There is a way to counter for the bullet pattern. The best thing to do is to try it out for yourself and to see what you have to do to compensate for this. You can easily do this before the round starts. My first attempt was to see what would happen if I pulled my mouse straight down. The second attempt was slightly better, because I now compensated for the sideways pull as well, but I overcompensated to the right. And the third attempt was almost spot on. So if needed, you can definitely use this weapon for short to medium range kills. For longer range kills, it's probably best to use single fire instead of full auto. Let's do a full comparison with the SKS, because both of them are extremely similar. That way you will know which weapon that you should keep and which one you should swap. The Mk14 EBR wins against the SKS when you look at the hit damage, 60 versus 55. It also wins the initial bullet speed contest with 853 meters per second versus 800. The time between shots is exactly the same, so the rate of fire is also exactly the same, and they both have 10 bullets in one magazine. The reload times are slightly different, and this is where the SKS is the better weapon. It only needs 2.350 seconds compared to 2.783 seconds for a tactical reload. And it's also better at an empty reload with 2.9 versus 3.683 seconds. The SKS also has a lower base deviation of 3.1 compared to 3.5 for the Mk14 EBR. The time it takes to empty a magazine and the amount of bullets per second are identical, but not the damage per second. The SKS can deal 519 DPS and the Mk14 EBR can deal 566 DPS. The SKS can only be used in single fire and the stats regarding the rate of fire and the bullets per second are all the same. Unfortunately for the SKS, it can only be used in single fire. The body shot and the headshot damage chart is similar, but it's not completely identical. The SKS and the Mk14 EBR need 2 body shots to kill. Both of them need 1 extra bullet against the level 1 vest. The SKS needs a 4th bullet against the level 2 vest, but not the Mk14 EBR. It only needs a 4th shot against the best vest, and the SKS needs 5 in order to kill the same guy. They both need 1 headshot to kill, but the SKS needs 2 headshots against the level 1 helmet or higher, and the Mk14 EBR only needs that 2nd shot against the level 2 helmet or higher. Overall, the Mk14 EBR is slightly better than the SKS. The only problem is getting your hands on this exclusive weapon. As you know, the YouTube likes and shares are very helpful to me. If you think that this video is working, would you mind taking a moment to like this video and to share it with all your buddies? This was Fog of Gaming, thanks for watching, and I will see you in Battlegrounds.